Abel, right? How are you?
Just another day on Earth. You?
Yeah, not bad. Another day at the hospital. Can't get a minute to myself these days.
Oh, so you're a doctor.
No, no, I'm a surgeon.
Where's Bruce anyway?
God knows. Probably off with his artist mates again, if you want to call them that. Painting each other's toenails, listening to the incredible string band. What is it that you do?
Abel Montgomery, painter. And more art, less nails.
Bruce didn't mention you were a painter. I was referring to the more modern stuff anyway.
No offense.
I suppose there are two kinds of people in this world, you know. The creatives and those more practically gifted. Being on the creative side, it is such hard work. You have to carefully traverse along the ridges of politics, artistry, and self-expression, always trying to make some kind of a statement. Take that painting, for example. What does that say to a man like you?
Say, reflects the expressionist movement, and then replace the avant-garde aspects with a more modern appeal.
Sounds like the carpenter knows a bit about steel too. Do you happen to own any paintings yourself?
Little hobby of mine.
Well, the expressionist movement hasn't really been avant-garde in about a century. But critiquing the substance of the painting is frankly futile, since clearly it's made for commercial purpose and set in a commercial setting. Being an academic like yourself, I wouldn't expect you to know anything about art history or art criticism. I did a degree on the subject.
Yeah, you're right. I don't. I made better choices. Now I'm rich.
How about in spirit?
Beef fillet, please.
Number 23, the side of seaweed. Let's just say I'm used to all things green being placed on my table. You know, herbs, edible things, edibles.
Well, let's just say I'm used to pieces of meat being placed on mine.
Is that really what you think of your patients? Pieces of meat?
Well, you have to as a surgeon. I mean, can you imagine cutting a person open? I can sure imagine picking a
Oh,
paintbrush.
how noble, Ozzy.
Well, it is. I mean, there's nothing better than seeing the family's eyes widen as, Granddad walks out the operating room.
I can imagine.
Seem quiet, Abel. Hope you don't feel inadequate. I mean, I know it's hard being a painter, but surely that's some kind of karma. You know, like that Buddhist thing, right person living, whatever. I save people's lives.
So I suppose, given all these lives that you saved, you could kill one or two. Wouldn't affect your karma all that much.
Believe me, I've thought about it. I'll stick to saving them for now, though, hey?
And I'll stick to the painting.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be great when a man's on his deathbed.
Speak for yourself. But if I was to sit with a dying man and paint him something in those final moments, I'm sure it would offer him a great deal more comfort than you performing your checks.
You're saying a man would rather have a painting than a prolonged life?
I'm saying they'd rather be at peace in their final moments rather than a state of delayed fear.
Bollocks! Delayed fear. They won't be so eager to be at peace with death if life wasn't so precious.
When one feels like they need to die, they just slip away. Art, and only art, can carry such wisdom.
Honestly, I couldn't agree more. Only I call it indifference.
Well, isn't that exactly the point? Shouldn't one want to be indifferent at a point so low?
I wouldn't think people would be indifferent to saying goodbye to their friends and family.
Knowing my family member is at peace in her final moments would offer me a great deal more comfort than her being here any longer.
kind of person are you? I mean, surely you'd think of the person who's dying before yourself.
I think being able to do whatever their heart desires will give them true peace at the end of their life.
And what exactly, Ozzy, are they going to be doing on their fucking deathbed?
A beef fillet and octopus with a side of seaweed.